It is really a true pleasure and personal honor to introduce Dr. Steph Wertheimer as one of the two co-winners of the 2014 Deming Cup Award. Dr. Wertheimer is a unique industrial leader on the global scene, whose continuous and exemplary commitment to quality performance and industrial innovation truly represent the very ideals of the Deming Center at Columbia Business School. It is that commitment which has transformed a small metal fabrication company called ISCAR, which started in Mr. Wertheimer's garage in 1952, to a multinational corporation with representation in no less than 50 countries and over 12,500 employees worldwide. The company has a market value now of some $10 billion and was recently purchased in 2 rounds by Warren Buffett, one of our school's most successful alumni. But most remarkably, the acquisition of ISCAR represents Buffett's first and only investment outside the United States. And if that was not enough of an accolade for Steph Wertheimer, I would like to quote you from an email which we got from Warren last week. Warren is unfortunately unable to attend tonight's award in person, but he wrote to us as follows. He wrote to Nelson, Mr. Fryman, I was happy to hear that Steph is receiving the Deming Cup Award. My admiration for him is unlimited. He is a hero for which he has done for his fellow man. Regretfully, I will not be able to attend the ceremony, but I know it will be a great affair. Steph believes in one central paradigm. Those who grow fast also fall fast. And that is why ISCAR's growth has always been very deliberate. His firm's profitability rests on a variety of factors. His love for his products, his perseverance in the face of many obstacles, his philosophy of taking a step-by-step approach to building a company, his ability to see opportunities rather than challenges, his willingness to take risk, and yes, to fail occasionally, and to actually cherish the failures, his mantra that goods must be delivered on time, and his willingness to listen very carefully to his customers. Even in the early years of ISCAR, when funds were very scarce, Mr. Wertheimer took pains to ensure the quality of its products. Today, this philosophy remains. It is the high-precision quality of ISCAR products that accounts for the transformation from a small operation, a tiny operation, into an emerging economy to its current place as second in the field worldwide. In the early 60s, when the country of Israel's government faced major budgetary challenges, Mr. Wertheimer created his own schools to ensure that Israel would have an adequate share of skilled workers and entrepreneurs. And since then, he has, together with his son Eitan, who also graces us with his presence tonight, he has created schools for underrepresented sectors in the Israeli society, including Arabs, the Orthodox, high school dropouts, army rejects, and young entrepreneurs. Based on probabilistic models, and we at our division, Decision, Risk, and Operations, we do a lot and develop a lot of probabilistic models as part of our study of the uncertain world of business. Based on probabilistic models, it would have been close to certain that Mr. Wertheimer would have had a very short stay in this world, and that the world would never have benefited from his unique contributions. He was born in 1926, as you just heard, in a small town in southern Germany called Kippenheim, near the French border. And the overwhelming odds are, and were, that Mr. Wertheimer would have been among the 6 million Jews that were murdered by the Nazi regime. But in 1937, he was able to miraculously escape from Germany and to find his way to Israel, at the time a British colony. During the Second World War, Steph joined the British Air Force to fight the Nazi regime. And in 1945, he joined the Palmach and the Haganah, the predecessors of the Israeli Defense Forces, in whose ranks he fought during the 1948 War of Independence. An additional unique accomplishment of Steph's is that he has earned doctorates from such prestigious universities as the Technion, the Weizmann Institute, Ben-Gurion University, and NYU, and all of that without ever completing high school. Among many other awards, he's also a recipient of the prestigious Israel Prize that is given to an individual or an institution that is making an unprecedented contribution to the country. And just most recently, a few months ago, he received the President's Award from President Shimon Peres as one of the last acts in his office. However, Dr. Wertheimer's contributions go extensively beyond his industrial leadership and success. His contributions to two major defense forces, his academic recognition, and his service as a member of the Israeli parliament for many years. He strongly believes that peace and stability in the Middle East can only be created based on a tailored Marshall Plan, providing training, job, and wealth creation throughout the region. And to this end, Mr. Wertheimer has built no less than 7 industrial parks since 1982. And he has a vision of creating 100 more such parks throughout the Middle East. These parks focus on providing jobs and opportunities to minorities, such as Arab Israelis. Mr. Wertheimer has proven that such humanitarian and social concerns do not have to come at the expense of the bottom line. His most famous and most visited park, Tefin, in the Galil, in the northern part of Israel, is responsible for no less than 10% of the country's entire industrial exports. And each worker there, on average, generates revenues in excess of $200,000. Another of the parks is created in the mostly Arab town of Nazareth in Israel, but its scope goes way beyond the confines of the state of Israel, including Jordan, the Gaza Strip, and even Turkey. Thank you.